Stop, 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 stop. I don't know who needs to hear what I'm about to say, but I think I'm just gonna say it. You cannot cover a dirty heart with a good deed. You cannot cover a dirty heart with a good deed. Why do I say that? Now, an example. Say there are two people, right? Two people. One of them, they have this fish pond, right? They have this fish pond. It's just a scenario. It's actually something that happened in real life, but I am just gonna give it a little bit more different. So they have this fish pond. They raise this fish with one of their neighbors, and the neighbor decided that okay, it's time for me to get rid of all of these fish, right? It's like I'm just gonna pick them out of the pond and clear out the pond so we can use this area for something else. Now, mind you, person A wasn't aware that their friend, neighbor, whatever this person is related or relations to them, they did not know that they were going to go ahead and clear out the pond with the with the fish, right? So they go ahead now and they do so. Then call them and say, hey, I cleared the pond with the fish. I have yours here. What that person came from wherever they were and went to the location, went to their yard, they go ahead and they got the fish. But the fish was not in a clean the fish was not in a clean basket. The basket that the fish was in was a dirty basket, a basket that they put all sort of dirt and all sort of other stuff. But mind you, this other person wouldn't notice that because they don't know, and apparently this other person have a bit of dirty mentality about them when you come to think of it, right? Now, this person person A that came and say, hey, you fish out all the fish out the pond. They say, yeah, here's yours in the basket. They took the basket. They realized that it was one of their basket that they don't use for food or anything like that. And you know what they did? This person take the fish out of the basket, put it in, just wrap it up in a bag, put it in their freezer, which they weren't intending to eat, because it's a case where they scorn the container that it was in. So basically, it's like a contaminated container, right? So after which, they put it in the freezer or they put it in the fridge to cool, because them never want it look too bad when them take it from them the other person. They say, yo, them are kind of sham away from it, all right? Now, this person have, say, I can't say a relative. I'm just going to say a relative. So they have a relative that is a little bit less fortunate than they are. So they took this fish that they would never in their life eat, ever, 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 because they know that it is contaminated in a sense. So they took this very same fish that they wouldn't eat for themselves and give it to the person that is less fortunate and did not have anything to eat. Mind you, that is a very good deed, but it was not from a place of love. It wasn't from a place of genuine care. You know what the person said? Oh, I gave it to them because at least I feed them and God would bless me. At least I feed them because I wouldn't eat it, so I gave it to them to eat. You would eat it, so I gave it to the person to eat. I understand that the person needs a gap to be filled, and you are in that position to fill that gap. But why did you give them the contaminated fish to eat when you yourself wouldn't have eaten it? Like, make that make sense. Sometimes we think that we are doing something good and out of the willingness of our heart, but at the end of the day, it's not. You are doing it because you think that your karma points are going to go up. You're doing it because you think that, okay, if I do this thing, God is going to bless me abundantly and more. That's not how it works. You cannot cover up a dirty heart with a good deed. That's not how it works. If you're out there and you know that you're going to help somebody and it's not from a genuine place, please do not help them. If you know that you're going to feed that person and what you feed them is some riffraff of something that you would have never eaten yourself, do not feed them. I know you can stop the gap, and this person don't even know that this fish was in a contaminated container. So lo and behold, you could have poisoned that person. Harsh word, but it is the reality. You could have poisoned that person and they don't know, because you yourself know that this bin that you put it in is poison, or the person put it in a poison bin, but you know that this bin is poisonous, and you know that, okay, I know this bin is poisonous. I mix a lot of Roundup or Gramazone or whatever you use, insecticides you use in there that is not consumable. You use it in this container, so you are not going to eat that whatever lands in that container that is supposed to be eatable, like fish or whatever, yam, all these things. No, if you're going to sit down and say, God is going to bless me because at least I gave them something to eat, sir, ma'am, madam, sir, that is not how it works. Your karma points, it actually deducted. If you had 10 karma points, you lost 8 of them. And the only reason why you kept 2 of them is because you were like doing a good deed and you actually stopped somebody's gap. And thankfully, it wasn't really poison in there, but you did not eat what was in there and you would not have used the contents that was in that container. So why did you give it to the other person? And you know you in yourself that you wouldn't have. And you had the gall to say, God is going to bless you. I'm sorry, but no, you cannot cover a dirty heart with a good deed. You might think in yourself that you are doing something good, but your heart is saying otherwise. If you're not going to help somebody genuinely and from a pure place, just please don't do it. Do yourself a favor and don't do it. Because while this other person that you literally sucked out, it sounds away, but you suck this person out, they might be grateful. And watch this. Follow me here. This person is going to be grateful that you gave them something to eat, unbeknownst to them that this was in a contaminated container. And they blessed that food. They ate that food. They went to their bed not hungry, but full. Thankfully, because God provides. The same God you said that will bless you, He provides in a sense. But at the end of the day, because the thing was contaminated, God said, you know what? I'm not going to let anything happen to this person because they actually is hungry and they need this thing to eat. You understand me? So this person got their karma points because they were grateful. This person that you gave the contaminated fish to eat, they were grateful because they didn't have anything to eat, but now they do. So they in turn bless the Lord, thank the universe, and they are grateful. Their karma points went up. Their karma points went up. But your karma points, Mr. Person, Mrs. Person who is out there doing these type of things, and I'm talking about a real life situation. I am not kidding you. This is something that happens. Like literally happens. Recently happens. And the reason why I come in here to talk about it because I was thinking about it the entire day and it kind of put me in a little bit of down mood, to be honest. To know that there are actually these type of people out there thinking that they are doing God's work, but at the end of the day, it's from a dirty place. You cannot cover dirty heart with a good deed. It doesn't matter what you're telling yourself. Your karma points don't go up. They go down instead because you know the truth of where those items were. You know the truth of it, and you know in yourself that you would not have consumed it, but you gave it to somebody else to consume. And then you think you're going to get your blessing? Well, I'm going to break it to you. That blessing is forfeit. You're not getting that blessing. The other person actually is going to get that blessing that you think you were supposed to get because they were grateful. Just do unto others as they like them do unto you, please. And do not think that because you put a 10 cent in a man's begging pot from somebody you stole it from. I don't know if that makes sense. You think you're going to get a blessing. No, you actually don't. The person that you gave it to is going to get that blessing because they were grateful while you were just being conniving and deceiving. Thank you. Good night.